So this design today is another of my marble ones. I've been asked to do a lighter one, so I've done it with some lovely blues. We're going to do wet on wet gel polish again, so we're going to mix the colours. So we've got a dark blue, light blue and a white. I like the white for contrast, give it a mix. It's the same as my other videos. So we wet on wet gel polish. So you're going to take your I've used Team Gorgeous gloss on this. You're going to take your thin viscosity top coat, put that on there, leave that wet, don't cure it. Scoop your gel polish swirl up that you've got on your palette, and we'll see again now. Just gently lay it down and give it a wiggle. Don't overthink it, don't mess about with it too much. Try and keep the swirls quite obvious, and you'll see it'll disperse. So you'll see on this one, it'll just disperse into that wet gel polish. You can just see it fading out and blending. Let it do its thing. These are all very different, and they'll just create their own design. So we're going to cure that in the lamp. Then I'm going to use one of the Opal Crushes from SBD. I'm going to use that in this. So it's quite thick and gloopy, but it's lovely. Once you play around with it, it lays out flat. So I'm going to use my detail brush, and this is, you'll not see this so much in this video, but on the video that I've done at the end you'll see it more. So the same again on this one. I'm just going to use the opal just to pick out some detail. I'm going to follow that flow of that design that's been created by its own thing, its own steam, and just pick out the detail and give it some depth. These designs, again, like my other videos, you can go as in-depth or as simple as you like. I just like to add little bits of glitter, little bits of opal, anything really, just to give it some depth to its design. So I'm going to top coat both of those, pop them in the lamp. You can do this matte if you want. Matte looks great, but I wanted to do a full shiny set on this, so they were nice and light and fresh and shiny. So top coat both of these, get them in the lamp, and then what we're going to do next while they're curing is I'm going to do my dark blue crush. So I'm going to use a Bissú gel polish and do one coat of this. I'm using white tips on this because a lot of the design is quite white. If you want the white behind it, just use a white gel polish, cure it, and then go straight in with your wet top coat. So one coat of polish will do it. This is going to form the base for my full blingy nail. So it's just so in the little gaps between the crystals, you'll see little shiny bits, so it gives it extra sparkle. So here's the blue one. So I'm going over with the Opal Crush. Just make sure it's nice and thin. Check from the side there's no lumps and bumps. Pop that in the lamp, so it's just going to give it a nice rich finish. Top coating my white one now, so it's bouncing off the light a little bit, but you'll see on the end video it'll give it a nice depth and sparkle in between those crystals. So top coat everything. Then I'm going to use a nice mid blue colour. I like in my designs to use all the colours throughout the set. I like the set to balance, so I'm going to use another Bissú gel polish here, just one coat. This is a nice creamy one, so one coat, top coat all that, leave it to one side. So they're all in the lamp now. So I'm using my Fast Fix Crystal Gel. The link for this is in the bio from rachelwilders.co.uk. Love this product. It's one of our best-selling products. We're very lucky that we have quite a few bestsellers, but this is one of them. So I use this to fix my big crystals, my little crystals. So I'm just going to do a little section first and use some big, chunky, clear rhinestones just to give it some oomph and put them in place. And it's a nice thick viscosity, so if you want to play around with it, you can move them around. If it moves to the side a little bit, just nudge it back. It will keep them pretty much in place until you want to set them. It's a tack-free cure, so once you're happy with that, pop it in the lamp. So I flash cured that just so they were fixed, and then I'll do the rest of them. So I've just spread a little amount just over the rest of the nail. And what I'm going to do now, I've got out a selection of, just out of my bling stash, I've just got some little plastic rhinestones, some crystals, some blue ones, AB, everything to fit in the theme really, just to pull the whole design together. Like I said, I like the design to flow, so when I'm doing crystally blingy sets, I like to make sure I've got crystals in there, especially stuff like this that cover all the colours. So I've got some white, I've got some clear, I've got some AB, I've got some blue, I've got some turquoise. So just keep loading that up, be as rich and full as you like. This is why I did the Opal Crush underneath, so if there is any little gaps, it's still got a little bit of shine coming through. These kind of sets you can go as crazy or as simple as you like. This to me is fairly simple. I know it doesn't look it with a full bling one, but I would put shells in this if I'd have thought about it. I could have put shells in there to give it a seaside beachy theme. You could have picked out some white and some silver in your marble. You could then go to the next level and put all caviar beads between these crystals. You can really go as deep or as simple as you like. So I'm just going to keep doing this. This is really to show you how fast the crystal fix is. Because it's a thick viscosity, I've gone off shot a little bit, sorry. Because it's a thick viscosity, even for my little gems, my little flat backs, I can layer it up, it doesn't move, and I can wedge them all in place. Where I'm going with this video right now, I don't know. I think I'm next door, but I'll come back in a second. So you'll see in a second when I realise what I've done. Where are we? There we go. So I have sped this video up a little bit, but it is fast for blinging. This whole section took me a couple of minutes. So for a full bling, it's absolutely fantastic. So you can go as crazy or as, you know, as simple as you like. So just keep loading up. This needs a 2-minute cure, then it's completely tack free. And then while that's in there, I'll just bling a couple of the others, and there's your finished design. Any questions, just ask. Bye.